Nah, right as rain, thanks.
No, come on, let me help you.
Nice place to set yourself up in. Everyone seems pretty cool. Even Harvey.
What does that mean?
Well, I've never seen you act like this around Dad.
And you're really so surprised about that? Come on, you old boys, let me have a go.
Joined by Johnny Ruffo. How are you, mate?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. Absolutely, really good. How you doing, eh? We're with the old isolation at the moment, mate. How you coping?
Yeah, slowly getting there. I mean, it's a bit of a change in lifestyle, you know, not really being able to see your mates and catch up with anybody. So just try and have to live with myself, you know, I've got my girlfriend, we live with my girlfriend as well. So we've sort of been a bit agitated by one another, but, you know, you sort of get past it.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Well, myself and my
sure.
fiance live in a... Yeah, oh, it is, mate. It is, absolutely. My fiance and myself, we live in a little 2-bedroom unit up on the Central Coast, and
yeah,
it's hard, mate. It's hard because you're not supposed to go anywhere, Johnny, are you? You know, so you're literally locked at home, and it certainly it tests it all, doesn't it?
Oh, it's very testing. It's very testing. We've been at each other a few times, but we've come out the other end all right. Still alive.
Yeah, that's good, mate. That's all that matters, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Good on you, buddy, mate. What do you reckon the first thing you're going to do when you come out of isolation, Johnny? What are you missing the most?
Shake someone's hand, I think. Shake someone's hand.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'm sick of elbowing people.
Oh, God, man, you know, and just like kicking feet and elbowing. I just want to shake someone's hand and say, "How you going, mate?"
Yeah, it's bloody good, isn't it? Hey,
I think I miss that the most.
Yeah, I do too, mate. I tell you what I miss, knocking a top off a frothy, a nice cold beer at the pub.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. Watching some footy down at the pub. Maybe spending $20 on the pokies or something.
That's it. Well, that goes too quick anyway. But
yeah, right. It's just got lost. To win that jackpot one day, lotto, one Powerball.
Yeah, one day, mate. You never know what's around the corner, Johnny. We mate, we're obviously in a bad spot at the moment. You know, with isolation, this pandemic and that, and obviously a lot of us musicians have lost a lot of work. Did you lose a lot of work, mate, from this, or were you pretty quiet?
No, I did. I lost 3 gigs. So, I mean, when you add it all up, it's a little bit of money, fair bit of money that I lost. Well, I didn't lose it. I just didn't earn it, you know. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The gigs were in excess of 500, so they were cancelled fairly early on. You know, when they made the cuts, you know, anything over 500 can't happen. Bang, they were gone straight away. So,
yeah, mate. It's hard. Like I was talking to.
Yeah, I was just saying the positive from having all this time, you can do some writing. So I've been doing a lot of writing songs and still jump in the studio and get some songs recorded. So there is a silver lining for people.
Yeah, there is, mate, definitely. I've spoken to quite a few like musicians the last couple of days, and some of them have lost up to 40 gigs. You know, and I mean, it's not just us in the whole entertainment scene either, you know, like businesses in general are going to struggle during this time.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible, man. It's really horrible.
It is,
Local businesses are suffering the most, I think.
Definitely,
so I try and there's a local cafe down the road from me, and they're doing takeaway coffees, and that's it. You got to go there, grab it, and leave. So I'm going there every day, and I try and pay $10 or $20 for a coffee, you know, just to help them out.
Yeah, that's great, mate. Good on you, Johnny. That's fantastic. Mate, 2017, obviously a lot of us are aware that you had a bit of a health scare. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, God, it was horrible. God, I can't remember the date. I think it was the 7th of August, 2017. I was diagnosed with brain cancer, and it was a bumpy ride, real bumpy ride.
Oh, terrible, mate. I remember seeing the news. It was absolutely heartbreaking.
12 months of chemotherapy, 6 weeks of radiotherapy. I think it might have been 8 weeks, might have been 4 weeks. I can't remember. 6 weeks, I think, of radiotherapy. But thankfully, I'm in the all clear now. So about 9 months ago, I got the all clear. So no more cancer. I just got to keep an eye on it. You know, do regular MRIs to just make sure it's not coming back at all. So feeling healthier now and just trying to, you know, I was trying to get my fitness back, and now I can't really go to the gym anymore. So
Oh, I know. It's always the way, mate. There's always something to step over, isn't it? It's always a rocky road.
Yeah, I might come out the other side look a little bit chubby, so I'll have to get into the gym a bit.
Join the club, mate. Too late. Too late for me. but you know,
we can
Johnny,
start training with me.
Yeah, I'd love to, mate. I'll come there and we'll go and hit the gym, eh?
Sounds good. When we get out the other side of this.
Bloody oath. Yeah, not now. Shit, no, not now. When we get out the other side, we'll yeah, I'd love to, mate. That'd be great. I think.
Sounds good.
I mean, mate, we were all rooting for you during that time, Johnny, and we just want to. And that I obviously put up a lot of things on social media at the time, sending my love out to you, and you know, we're all with you, mate, and we just want to.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. There was so much support, and it really helps. It actually really helped, you know, get through the hard times. So I am grateful for everybody that did send their regards and well wishes.
Nah, that's awesome, mate. Johnny, look, you've had an incredible run, mate. What is it, 9 years, 8 years? I'm just trying to think of when, because you were the year before me, but 2011, X Factor.
Yeah, nearly 10 years, 10 years.
It's where does time go, mate? Honestly, like shit.
I don't know. It's just gone. I was young then. I was 22, 23. I'm 30.
Yeah, mate.
2 now. 32.
Yeah, you're in the concrete business, weren't you? Concreter?
Yeah, I was a concreter. That's it. Yeah.
I remember watching it, mate. I was actually recording. I was recording an album, a little independent album in Tampa, and I was there for about a week. And I remember laying on the couch in the motel room watching yourself. Reese Maston was on that year. Was it Declan Sykes? Was he on that year? I don't know.
Yeah, he was on that year.
I don't know why I remember him or how I remember Declan, but he really stuck to me. And I remember laying on the lounge watching TV, and my mate said to me, "Oh, you should go on that show." And I said, "Yeah, I can't sing like these blokes." I said, "I'm just hacking around here in Tamworth."
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, there. These guys are way better. I'm not good for that.
Yeah, and then the next minute, here I am in Sydney, and I remember Reese being at the Sydney auditions and obviously gone through on the show, and then I met yourself when you were doing the live streaming backstage there at Fox Studios. And mate, we had a lot of fun, didn't we? Those years on the show.
Great.
That was great.
I used to muck around a bit. I used to get in a little bit of trouble, but no, you got to have fun. You got to have fun.
I think we all did, mate. I think we all did, you know. But it's good. It's great, you know. It's a time to remember, and it's funny. I'm having a chat to Lukey Jacobs as well soon, which is going to be great. And I thought to myself last night, I thought, oh, when I hear his voice, every time I talk to Lukey, it's literally like shivers down my spine when he, you know, that dun dun, and Australia has decided, you know, that horrible feeling.
Yeah, God, you were
man,
that was the worst.
To third too, Johnny, weren't you? You were
third.
I
got third. Well, you went better than me, didn't you?
I don't know how, but I did. I got
great,
second,
man. I voted for you. I used to chat with the wardrobe girls and everyone backstage, and I'm like, I'm voting for Jason. He's a great bloke. He's the champion. I remember voting for you.
Good on you, mate. You're a bloody legend. Johnny, you won Dancing with the Stars that year, 2012.
Yeah, the same year I was doing the backstage stuff at X Factor. Yeah, I did. I was busy that year because I toured with Backstreet Boys. No, not Backstreet Boys. I toured with One Direction that year.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's amazing, isn't it? Like,
I toured with One Direction. No, it wasn't. I can't remember. No, sorry, I lie. I toured with One Direction straight after X Factor in 2011, I think. I can't remember. 2012, I toured with Backstreet
Johnny,
Boys.
Put it this way: you toured with One Direction. Who cares what year?
And then I toured with
no good.
And after that, I toured with Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block.
That's
straight
huge,
after
mate.
that.
It's just a spin. It's a spin out, though, isn't it? Like going through the show in general was a spin out and a life change, as you'd agree. It's just ridiculous. And you sit there and like John O'Summerhays and all the boys there that so supportive of us all and our mental well-beings as well, because obviously it's a complete life change. And
one minute you go from like an ordinary bloke, and then the next day people are recognising you in the street, and it's just crazy.
It is, mate.
It catches you by surprise.
It does, and that's like something I was going to mention, like I have now, and for people at home, because it is different. It works both ways too, mate. You get the blokes at the pub going, oh, look at this bloke, he thinks he's this and this and this, because three people come up and speak to you,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden as well, you're doing what you love, you know. So it's hard. It's a hard thing to do, isn't it? Like, really, in your opinion, it's a difficult life change, but I love it, and you obviously do too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you take your good with your bad. It's like any job, you know. There's good parts about it and there's bad parts about it, and you just you online you can get some negative things and people that might not like you, but then you get the great things, you know, the people that really, you know, enjoy what you do and people that you can reach out to and help. So
That's
you
right.
sort of you take the good with the bad, you know. But I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, mate. And home and away, Johnny. Chris. I'm talking to Chris, not
Yeah,
Johnny, aren't
that's Chris.
I?
God.
How was that, mate? How was it? How did you come to get on the home and away scene? You always wanted to be an actor as well?
Oh yeah, I've loved acting. You know, I did drama at school. I didn't do a lot of training, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was just an extraordinary experience. I met some great people on the show, and I'm still probably best friends with Lynn McGranger. She's one of my closest friends now, who plays Irene. Lynn
Yep.
McGranger. She's awesome. She's a huge footy fan, as am I, and we just go to games together. It's just great. We love it.
How good's that, mate? That's fantastic, Johnny.
Yeah, I think I'll be
Awesome,
friends
mate.
with her for the rest of my life.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And that's one thing about the entertainment industry. Um, People are just, it's such a small industry. People don't realize it's actually quite small, and everyone knows everybody, and it's great, mate. It really is. It's great. You make some great friends and, you know, special people to be a part of your life, hopefully forever, you know? So it's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. I mean, I feel the same about Dancing with the Stars as well. Like the people that I was on there with, Shannon Knoll, Brian Mannix, Brendan Favola. I'm still friends with all of those people. And you just, like, I see Knowlesy all the time. I'll see him a couple times a month, you know. So you just meet people and you just click with them and you
You
just
do.
get a friend for life, you know. So
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
it's
man,
great.
it's great.
I
It's
love
great.
it.
Mate, I've got to ask you, Johnny, are you still doing any concreting, mate? Anywhere? Anytime?
Actually, it's funny you say that because I got a mate here, Phil, in Sydney, who I met randomly through a hairdresser. Another friend of mine was getting her hair done anyway. And, he asked me one day, he goes, "Oh, you want to come do a day's work concreting?" He's like, and I was like, I didn't really want to. Like, oh, yeah, why not? Come and have a laugh and, you know, screw some slabs or, you know.
Yeah.
I went and had a day. I thought I missed it. I thought I missed it. And then I went and did a day and I come home and my back was sore. My hands was, oh, fuck. I don't miss this anymore. I don't miss
No,
it. But every now
yeah.
and then he'll ring me up and he's like, "Oh, we need an extra bloke. You want to come and give us a hand?" And I'll go, "Go on, then no worries. I can't give you a hand." Then I come home with a sore back every time.
Oh, mate, it's hard labour, that stuff. You know, bending up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bloody oath.
it's not fun.
No, mate. Look, Johnny, at the end of every chat I have with friends, I chuck in this little thing called Curious Questions, right? For people at home.
Love it. Sounds great. Let's do it.
Where is it? I'll find Curious Questions and we'll be right. Mate, have you been able to maintain motivation during isolation, Johnny? And if so, how have you done it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just writing songs, you know, just trying to, I guess, trying to stay positive. But for me, that's, I find it pretty easy to stay positive these days, having to do that through my cancer scare. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at staying positive through anything, and I just want to come out the other side not having wasted however long it will be. So I use that as a motivator to try and get things done now. You know, maybe writing songs or recording songs, and then when this is all out, just bang. You know, you can get out there, release some songs, maybe do a few shows. So just getting prepared for that, and that keeps me motivated.
Good on you, mate. That's great. Awesome. Who's your biggest inspiration, Johnny, in life, your career, or just in general, mate?
Oh God, so many. I mean, I've always loved Michael Jackson. His music's phenomenal, and he was just an extraordinary entertainer. But I've
Oh,
got friends.
yeah,
Just
absolutely.
I can't. There's so many people. My mum,
Yeah,
my girlfriend.
I
You know,
know.
all these
It's
people in
a
his life. You
question.
know what it's like.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, mate. What would you say, Johnny? Like up to date, would be your biggest career highlight thus far?
Oh God. I mean, having a platinum selling singles, one thing. Being on Home and Away, I got nominated for a Logie and an Aria. I didn't win, but nomination's good.
Absolutely, mate. It's probably just as good as a win, really, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I've met a bunch of famous people, I guess, if that means anything. I don't really. They're just people at the end of the day. But
They are. They've just achieved obviously big things, and it is great. It is great, mate. Like it's good to meet people that have achieved something that you strive to
yeah,
achieve.
great.
You
It
know what I
helps you
mean?
set your goals to achieve things.
It does absolutely, mate. And one for people at home, Johnny. Who would be one of the most interesting celebrities you've ever met, and why were they interesting?
Beyonce was one. I met her on X Factor, luckily enough. But I think Brian Mannix.
Yep,
He's. I met him on Dancing with the Stars, and he's such an incredible guy. He's so funny. He's unbelievably funny, but he's also really talented. Like he makes these sort of clay cartoons, and it's exceptional. And I didn't even know this after having met him. I spoke to his dance partner on Dancing with the Stars, and she actually told me about it. I was like, oh wow! And then one day I was around his house, went there for dinner, and he showed me all the stuff that I was like, oh, wow, he's so talented. He's so funny and he's so caring. He's such an awesome guy.
unreal. Thanks heaps, mate. That's awesome. This is brand new for me doing something like this, mate. And I've just reached out to a few friends and people I know, and it's great. I mean, I really appreciate you coming back and having a chat and just a yarn. It's actually, it's as I said, it's brand new for me. I've never done anything like this before, and I hope people enjoy it. And it's for viewers at home, mate. And we're all doing the same thing at the moment at home, so I thought it'd be something different.
Oh, thank you very much for having me on, mate. Thanks for thinking of me.
Really appreciate it, mate, and not a problem. But great to chat to you, Johnny. Cheers.